I have a lot of Jane. I just shook her and she fell a little. I don't think she's optimal peak, but she's still breathing. So we're going to try and bake with her. And we're going to try and bake a cheddar loaf and a Parmesan black pepper loaf. And I'm going to use the same basic recipe as last time, except I don't have bread flour. All I have is King Arthur, red bag, organic, unbleached. Hopefully that's going to be fine. Let's do this. I am starting again by zeroing out my bowl. Now, last time I used a stainless steel bowl and I didn't quite like that because I couldn't see the bubbles on the side. I've learned that a glass bowl is more optimal for this for that reason. We're going to try and get exactly 220 grams of starter. 236. We're going to call that good enough. I have a lot of Jane, but I'm going to let her starve a little because I want to use discard for some discard crackers and some discard pancakes coming up. So that's why I have so much discard. It's not because I just want to keep a ton of Jane alive all of the time, because I surely do not. I do not need this much, but I'm also afraid to get rid of so much of her without using her. Like, I don't want to just like throw her away. So I want to use some discard recipes to kind of scale back on my Jane. All right, I need 660 grams of warm water. 668. Okay, well, good enough. 975 grams of bread flour, but I don't have bread flour. I just have regular flour. So hopefully that's fine. 981. Good enough. I think that it's not necessarily that important that it's to the T, as long as we are within a gram or two or 10. It's fine. I am stirring it all together with my bread whisk, and then I am going to form it into a dough. We will give her 30 minutes to rest before we start our stretch and folds. Wet hands. I should have turned the water off, but I didn't. I have a good feeling about this time. Last time I was scared, but now I know how to do this, and I know it's not as scary as I thought. Here she is, shaggy dough. We'll be back in 30 minutes to begin stretching and folding. First set of stretch and folds. And if she's anything like yesterday, she's gonna be sticky until the third set. But next set, I'm gonna add in the salt like I should have last time, but I forgot. So after I'm done with this set of stretch and folds, I'm gonna put the salt next to the bowl so I don't forget. I think I'm doing a better job this time. Like, I'm not as scared or stressed. It's kind of fun. I don't feel like I can't do anything while I wait, although I haven't done anything while I waited, if I'm being completely honest. I made my daughter a book for her Barbies, and all the book says is all of her friends' names. So 30 more minutes, we'll be back. I remembered to put my salt next to my dough. So we are going to do 20 grams of salt, which is 4 tablespoons, which just is a lot of salt. It feels like a lot of salt, but that feels right. And now, after my children have smelled Jane, because this is a really weird obsession my children have with her. My son thinks she's cute. My daughter thinks she's a baby. Let's stretch and fold that in. I think I'm doing a much better job this time. Maybe it's the not bread flour. Maybe it's just that I'm not stressed and my sourdough starter knows I'm not stressed. Jane knows that we're in this together now. We're having a good time. 30 more minutes, we'll be back. Third stretch and fold. Jane, ooh, she's looking good. She's a little wet like last time, but that's okay. No need to panic, Jessica, until we can't stretch and fold anymore.
Is your hair
30 more minutes till our last stretch and fold. Last set of stretch and folds, and then we are going to set her to proof for several hours while we go to sports and I make dinner.
Wait.
It looks a lot stickier than yesterday, but I think that's okay. This is going to take like 4 to 5 hours to bulk ferment. I won't be able to get back to this for at least 4 hours, so here's to hoping it doesn't like randomly proof quickly. I don't know. She's on her hot pad. I'm going to set her to the side for an indefinite amount of time.